Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing okay. Honestly, I have been doing really badly. I know I haven't responded to really any of you in about a month and a half, as far as comments and emails and comments, comments and emails and messages. Things have been really bad. I have been so depressed, having a lot of anxiety because of the depression, especially at work. I've had to call in sick multiple times. I've had several panic attacks at work because I was so anxious and feeling so depressed, and the anxiety of feeling depressed, or well, it's anxiety about the depression. I don't want the depression to show at work, and I get so scared that it's going to prevent me from doing my job the way I need to, that I start having panic attacks because I get so scared that I'm going to do a bad job. And it's really hard to explain, but it's really awful, and it's been really awful. And I know in my last couple of videos I talked about how the ECT has done its job, and that everything else that I'm having issues with are my things that I need to work on, as far as bad thinking patterns, bad habits, things in therapy mainly to work on. I spoke to my ECT doctor and I told him about what's been going on, and this was after probably 3 or 4 weeks of this going on, and he said, no, this is not right. This is not how it should be. You should not be feeling like this. Something is biologically wrong. It's not you. It's your brain. And after speaking to him about that, he kind of went back and looked over my case and how it's been the last year and a half. And he found something. And I'm going to explain basically what it is to you, but because of the last time my doctor and I talked about this, I was in a very, very depressed state of mind, very just not really in a place to store the information in my head, just because I was just do whatever, I don't care, I'm just so bad right now. My husband was there, so he kind of helped, me make the decision, because he was in a much better state of mind, but I was not in a good state of mind. And so I'm going to explain to you basically what's going on here, but I'm going to be doing another video update in a month, and in that video I'm going to explain more in detail this process, just because I want, well, for one, I just want to understand it, so I'm going to talk to my doctor about it, but also I think it'll be good to kind of let you guys know another aspect of ECT, since this is what this channel is all about. So basically what happened in October of 2013, which was a few months after I started ECT. I started ECT in August of 2013. There were a lot of changes being made. And I talked about it in my 3-month update about all of the changes. We changed the anesthetic I was using. We went from unilateral to bitemporal. We changed the amount of energy that I was getting. There were all kinds of changes going on. And so I was talking about them in my 3-month update video, and I never mentioned this particular one, and it probably just got lost kind of in the crowd of changes, for lack of a better term. So what the change was, is they I hope I'm saying this right, they increased the pulse of electricity. And by that I mean the amount of time that the electricity is being applied to my brain. So it was a shorter pulse for the beginning and up to that 3-month mark, and then around that time is when they opened it further, opened that time further, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, in my other video, in my future video, I will be explaining this a lot better. I hope. So after that is when I started doing really well. And I know a lot of you have watched all of my videos, or at least most of them. And if you remember in the 3-month video, I was doing very, very well. And that's the best that I've done out of all the time, from the time I started ECT to now, is that particular time from October to probably end of January. Well, actually, yes, end of January. I did very, very well. The reason I switched back to the shorter pulse is because with a longer pulse, the chance of memory loss increases. And I was going back to school at the time in January of 2014. And I was really concerned about the memory loss as far as going back to school, because memory is kind of important when you go to school. And so I asked if we could switch back. I expressed my concerns about memory loss to my doctor, and he suggested that we do switch back. So we did. And as you probably remember, school did not go so well. I ended up having to drop out, and it didn't go well. And once I was out of school and that stressor was kind of lifted, I started doing a little bit better. And for some reason, we never went back to that longer pulse. And I've been very up and down from then, as the videos do show. And this last month and a half has been really bad. It's the worst I've done in a really long time. So, probably before the ECT. I mean, it's been really bad. I'm doing okay today, and that's why I chose to do the video today, because I didn't want to, I honestly was in no place, have been in no place to do a video in a while, and I wanted to share this with you and share how I've been doing. So I'm planning to do an update video in a month to tell you how I'm doing, and also to explain this process a little bit better. And I do apologize that I'm not explaining it very well now. I want to make sure that I do it justice and that I give you the correct details. So that is what's going on with me and ECT. And I also wanted to let you know that I am taking some time off from work next week to relax, rest, and just kind of take some time for myself, because I do really need that. Things have been really, really tough, and I think this is going to be really good for me. But I'm also going to be taking that time, or using some of that time, to return emails and comments and messages, and I want to thank you so much for your patience and for your understanding in that. And I know you guys are all amazing, and I can't tell you how much the kind comments mean to me. When I posted that comment on my Facebook page a couple weeks ago about having anxiety, I got so many nice responses from all of you, and it really just made me really happy. And thank you so much, you guys. I'm really feeling hopeful about this new change, or really this old change, going back to it. And I'm very very hopeful, and I think I'm gonna have good things to tell you in the next video. So that's it from me for now, and I will talk with you guys later. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay?